tune in now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Utah Jazz come in for this one. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Bulls are enjoying this break from the road. No question they've got this game penciled in as a win, but they still have to go out and make plays. They'll look to take an early lead, then try to get this one over early. Alec Burks checked in for Favors. Payne comes in for Rodney Hood, and it's Dante Exum in for Trey Burke. And so in the game for the Jazz, Exum is out there with Payne. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Hayward. Lyles passes to Burks. Here's Exum. No luck. And the Bulls going the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Pass to Lyles. That's good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
The drive by Scott. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Burks kicks to Exum. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Outside, Scott. Outside, Butler. Back to Scott. To the inside. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Portis has got his first points in this one.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
There's a screen. Down low. Here's Lyles, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Powell, he's checked in for Chicago. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock him down.
And I really think that's what did him in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
Now, here's Burks. He's guarded closer. There's the pick. Passes to Lyles. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Burks can't get it to go.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Jazz lead 5-1. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Favors is out there with Lyles. And it's Turner in at the 3 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors did some really solid floor work. He finished with 13 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
There's the pick. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Burke kicks to Roberson, and stolen by Scott. Here's Cannon, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Hood's checked in for Burks. Burke with it. 6 points for him. Turner dishes to Burke. The Jazz with another miss.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And, guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Lyles no good.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
The Bulls have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Chicago making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. No one near Turner as he lets it go. He drains the quick shot. Chicago with the ball. stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Scott, good. Scott's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Kept alive for Chicago. They've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
There we go. That was yours.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's the screen. Turner against Gibson. And Turner kicks to Burke. Off target from outside.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Gibson, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Wiles. Scott up top. Burke covering. And finished off by Scott.
And, folks, he does more than just